Hello and welcome to Rolling Out Star Studio. I am your host, Portia Monique, and today we have an incredible guest, Tammy Townsend. She is burning up the TV screen. She has several hit shows on TV right now. She has Stuck With You as well as Clean Sugar, but today we're going to focus on Clean Sugar. We're going to touch on Stuck With You, but we're going to focus on Clean Sugar. So welcome to the show, Tammy. How are you feeling today?
You, Portia. I appreciate being here. I'm feeling great.
Absolutely. So bring us up to speed on Clean Sugar. So Clean Sugar has been on, I believe this is its sixth season, and it basically shifted the way that we looked at TV, right? So it's the show kind of draws you in and makes you think about relationships, right? So tell us all about Clean Sugar and your role with Clean Sugar.
Well, Queen Sugar, not just with relationships, what I'm hitting on later, but also, it's just about, it teaches you about our culture. It teaches us about our history, and our family and our legacies. And I have I've watched some of the episodes and I was like, dang, I didn't even know that. Really? That's things that within our African American community that I should have known and should have been taught in school, but got educated by Queen Sugar. So I appreciate that. But yes, we're gonna focus on the relationships.
And the culture, right? Let's do it all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I play Billy Denton, who is the estranged daughter of Prosper Denton. Mm-hmm. And so I'm there to, I come there after a long hiatus. Mm-hmm. I come down there to see about my father's well-being because he's ill. And then you find out all these things about their relationship and also some of the other characters on the show, how it can be very contentious.
So what in the heck is going on in St. Josephine? So tell us about, so you're there for the first time in 20 years to care for your father. Tell us about your storyline. Like, where do you go in the series?
Well, I left St. Joe when I was very young. Some things that you'll find out later why I did.
You have to spell it, Tammy. Give us some deets.
I can't. I'm trying to keep my job, girl.
Let's keep your job, okay? So we'll find out as the season progresses.
Yes. But I go to Chicago and I'm there and I start this whole new life. And then I come back and we kind of pick it up from there. I mean, there's no secret. I definitely have some beef when I'm by. Definitely some beef. Mm-hmm. And then you'll find out, other character along the way that there's some things that have kind of been brewing for a long time and nobody's really addressed it. And when I come, I'm just throwing up all kind of dust.
Okay. Okay. Well, we can't wait. Now let's talk about how this opportunity came about. How was it presented to you and how did you decide, oh yes, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity?
Well, I've had an audition. It was a regular way. I had an audition and funny enough, I was doing I had just booked a Christmas movie. Okay. And I was shooting it in Atlanta. We came to Atlanta. And the day before I was to leave, I got this audition and I did the audition at like 3:00 in the morning and then got out, to catch my flight at 5. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't thinking about it. It was so early in the morning. I didn't even know how I did, to be honest with you. So when my manager called me and was like, you booked the gig and Ava DuVernay wants to talk to you. I was like, what? What? Okay, what? Okay, what? So yeah, and she called me and we spoke about, the character and where we thought it might go and, expectations and all this stuff. And I mean, come on, you can't say no to Oprah or Ava.
You know what I mean? Right. Now, had you previously worked with either of them?
I did a show on OWN before called Love Is. That
was my show.
Well, then I played the mom on the show. I was the mother.
You did, but they put you in costume and you looked older. Okay.
They did, and I didn't appreciate that. But yeah, exactly. Okay. So I I have worked for OWN Network before, and Oprah, and she really knows how to treat her actors. I gotta say. So, and both those shows were very. This show that I'm on currently, and Love Is was very well written. So, I will work for Oprah any day.
Yes. We got a chance to talk to Mara Brock-Akil about Love Is when it came out, and we were looking forward to it for coming back. Nonetheless, you were excellent on Love Is.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So let's talk about working with Ava. How was it working with Ava? I don't think you said that you had worked with her previously. So how was it meeting her and working with her and accepting the job as on Queen Sugar?
Well, Ava wasn't able to come to the set because has so many projects.
Yeah.
But she is very, she plays an integral part in each and every show that she's in. So a lot of it is, Zoom and things like that. She's like this unseen person that's always there, But yeah, I'm always accessible if I needed to, have a question about the script. And also just really smart and wanting to know like where you feel like the character should go, or if you had any problems or anything like that. And it was pretty much. I mean, I'm kind of blessed and also spoiled in the way that this show has been on, for 6 seasons.
Yeah,
so
6 seasons,
it's
right?
a well-oiled
machine.
Yeah, it's already been established, and so for me to just come in into something like that, I mean. I was blessed. I really was.
Now, was there anything particularly challenging about your character, Billy?
The thing that probably was the most challenging was the scenes with she and Prosper. They were very, very tough in terms of like emotionally. And just having to dig and go through and pull up all those feelings and emotions. That was probably the most difficult thing to do. But working alongside Henry, he made everything very, very easy, and is actually my favorite person to work with on the cast. So that was the most difficult. Yeah.
Now, tell me this, because as women, we tend to be superwomen, right? So we all have superpowers. How do you decompress from your roles, not just Billy, but all of your roles? How do you decompress and kind of like slough it off or get it off of you and come back to yourself?
That's a great question, because I think black women in particular put an extra cape on.
Listen.
We got 2 capes. Well, you know what? I do a lot of meditation.
Okay.
I do a lot of prayer. I do a lot of hiking, a lot of outdoor activities. I am good for that. And so that really helps me to kind of ground myself, and come back to reality. And then I have a great support system. My family and my friends, they don't see Tammy as an actress. They just see Tammy. You know what I mean? So,
and they keep you grounded.
That's right.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Stuck With You. It's one of my favorites as well. It is. So how are the celebrity couple, how's the celebrity couple Candice and Lavelle doing?
Well, they're still very much on, they're teetering on whether they're going to split or not.
Okay.
So it's not, it is not settled by any means.
Yeah.
And now Candice got like options now.
Okay.
So,
because Candice is the stuff.
Right. Well, she got options. So it's like, we don't know. We just don't know where they're going to head next.
So the previous season it premiered in May of this year. When can we look forward to season 3, or am I overstepping?
Well, we're still waiting to see if we're gonna get a pickup. So
no, I mean,
maybe if folks subscribe and watch, we might get an answer sooner.
Well, I'm already subscribed, so I'm contributing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your holiday film that's coming up with Kim Coles and Regina Taylor. Give us some
Yes.
insight on that.
Well, Robin Givens, she directed.
Okay.
And so, yeah, she directed. It's the Jenkins Family Christmas. And so I am another estranged sister, and without giving too much of the storyline away, right? So she joins, it's unexpected, and again, she's throwing up dust. So coming in and starting a lot of drama. So
okay. So speaking of throwing up dust, how do you accept your role? Like, how do you decide which roles you're gonna take? And do they tend to be similar? Because of course Billy throws up dust, and then your character in this holiday film is throwing up dust. And Love Is, you was real spicy, so it's cute and spicy. But how do you decide to select your roles?
Well, I will say this. Well, when I was first starting off, I would just take whatever came. So, and now that I'm a little bit more established in the business, and also there are more roles available to Black women now, today, which is amazing. I'm able to kind of pick and choose which ones I feel will help me grow as an actor, or something that people have never seen before. And this this character that I've been doing lately, where, you know, I'm starting a lot of havoc and chaos and all that, that has been in my later years, and that's simply because there's just more opportunity for more folks. So I'm able to really get well quality and well written characters, and so I can pick and choose what I want.
Okay, now let's talk about so this is Star Studio, so we want to give our viewers a chance to kind of learn from you and your experience, right? So when it comes to technique, how would you suggest that beginning actors, actresses go about honing their craft? What are the things that they should be doing to make sure that they're honing their craft?
Well, I think the best thing to do is to get out there and do as much like work as you can. If you can't, if you're not like booking a job, any kind of like acting gigs, there's like union gigs. There's also independent stuff that you can do. There's theater that you can do. I am a firm believer in just going out there and getting as much experience as you can. And also acting class is an amazing way to learn, you know, from great teachers and also your peers. You know, so on the job experience and also classes. And also too, you need to learn not just the craft of it, but you also need to learn the business part of it too. That was, you know what I mean? That was a mistake I made, you know, when I first started. I just didn't pay attention to all that stuff. And they have great resources that you can find out contractually what you need to be looking out for, you know, how much you need to be making, how many hours, what's your rights, all that stuff is equally important.
Yeah. And give us some secrets about, like, tips, if you will, on learning your lines, right? So I think I was looking at a Will Smith special when he was talking about his first experience with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And he said he knew everybody's lines. And I'm just like, how is that possible, right? But of course, I'm not an actor, so I would study and learn that stuff if that's what I wanted to do. But how do you learn your lines? What are some secrets and some tips that you can give and share for learning your lines?
You know, I've always had this like recurring dream that I'm on stage and I forget my lines, like always. So the trick that I've learned is I will record everyone else's lines, right? And then make space for myself to do it live. Okay. So that hearing it and then hearing it, I may not know, you know, exactly, but hearing it and knowing all this kind of stuff, of course, it changes when you show up on set because people are delivering lines differently than you, but it helps me to retain. I cannot tell you, like, nobody's business. So that's my tip.
Okay, so you physically record everybody else's parts and then you'll leave the space open for your part and then go, wow, okay, that's interesting.
What I do, so.
Now let me ask you this. What makes a great actor and or actress? What are the ingredients that makes a great actor?
I am still finding that out, but the people that
No, you're not. You're great.
Oh,
You're great. You're amazing.
I think to me, what makes a great actor is first the passion for it. Like just doing it not because of the money and not because of, the fame or the clout, but just because you really truly enjoy it. Passion first, and then dedication to it. So I wouldn't say every waking moment to it, but if you have it, if you're passionate about that, you're probably going to do that anyway. So really putting the time into it. And I think that the third thing is being an observer of humanity, and getting as many experiences and knowing about as many cultures and the way that people move and work. I think those things are invaluable to becoming like a great actor. And then the final thing, which is probably maybe not important to anybody, but to me, humility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're not curing cancer. You're you know what I mean? You're entertaining and providing people a service, where they can, for a moment, step out of reality for a second, and that to be able to make a living doing that is a blessing and a gift.
Yeah. Couple more questions before we wrap. So share some advice for up and coming actors and actresses on what it is that they need to do to be pursuing their dreams. Just share some advice.
Okay. Well, the first thing is you need to definitely make sure that you are somehow always active. You want to make sure that you are either doing some kind of theater, or you're doing some kind of workshop, you're doing some kind of class. These things are not just important because you to help you grow as an actor, but also there's some networking that happens too. So many times I've been in classes or workshops, and later on down the line, there was somebody who was able to hire me for something or refer me to something. And all of that stuff is really important. So the more that you're active and seen and getting out there, and don't worry about, what other people are doing and comparing yourself. You are on this road all alone, and you don't have to compare yourself to anybody. This is all you. So just make sure you're as active as possible and getting out there. And also, there's a SAG and AFTRA, the union. You would ask me something?
No. I was saying that is very important as an actor and actress.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. If you once you get in the union, but before even any of that happens, they do have resources for actors who aren't quite in the union that you can take advantage of. And then once you get in the union, they have, again, all kind of workshops. The things that help you improve, your game as an actor. So it's just get out there and get in it is my main thing.
How difficult, easy is it to get into the union?
You know what, you have to do a certain amount of hours and have a certain amount of jobs. Have a certain amount of jobs before you're eligible. But a lot of the times the non-union jobs can help you get into the union as well. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Before we get out of here, let's tell people where they can follow you. And let's also talk about your upcoming projects as well. I know we touched on your holiday film that's coming up as well, but what else do you have going on?
Well, that's pretty much it. The holiday show. That's what's happening.
Okay.
I've been venturing out into like writing and producing, and I actually have a short that All Black picked up called The Counselor that me and my writing partner Stephanie Beatty wrote, and it's premiering now. So
what do you mean that's pretty much it? Okay, Miss Director.
You're right, as far as acting.
Okay.
So yeah, that's there, and then I'm working on some more projects in terms of like on my own stuff and creating more things and content. So that's it. And then what was the other question you asked? I forgot.
That was it. Just where can we follow you?
On Instagram, it's Tammy Townsend 10, and also Twitter. And yeah, those are two. I'm not on TikTok yet. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Listen, TikTok is it has some addictive qualities. So it's a time stealer, just like with any social media, but you go down that rabbit hole and you look up, it's gonna be 2-3 hours later. What happened?
Exactly. And that has happened to me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, but I want to get on it. I just want to, it's gotta be organic for me. I can't just be getting on there and be, you know what I mean, doing stuff that's just don't make sense for me. So
it's definitely fun, but it has some addictive qualities. So
it sure does. I've been down that rabbit hole.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for stopping by Rolling Out Star Studio. We're going to definitely look for The Counselor. Season 6 of Own's Queen Sugar is now on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on the OWN network. Stuck with you. Fingers crossed for season 3, because we know it's going to come back. And then we'll check you out for your holiday film as well.
Thank you, Portia. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for tuning in to Rolling Out Star Studio. Again, I'm your host, Portia Monique, and join us for another episode soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.